This the TempahZone podcast.
And we back, ladies and gentlemen. How is everyone doing today, tonight, whenever you listening to this podcast right here? I'm back and I'm so excited, y'all, because we got a dope episode for you, alright? It is episode 34 of the TempahZone podcast with your host, me, Amir Max, and that's all facts. And it has been a month since I've done an episode, and I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, my bad. A lot of family issues came up. Had a death in the family, and I just want to say rest in peace to my cousin Mark. He was a awesome dude, man. Nothing but positive vibes that he gave out in this world. And one thing I learned from just everything that's been going on with that is that you just have to give positive energy wherever you are, man, and just tell the people around them that you care for them, that you do, because you just never know when you're going to have that last day with that person, you know what I'm saying? So everyone out there listening, man, for real, tell everybody that you love, friends, family, anyone, associates, let them know how much you care for them and what they mean to you in your life, all right? It's very, very important. You never know when everything's going to be gone, all right? And I just really want to stress that, this death in the family, caused a little bit of a pause with everything I was doing, along with some other stuff that's very trivial. But, we back now, all right? And we going to keep it rolling, ladies and gentlemen. My special guest with me is somebody who I've been trying to get on for a bit, man. We've been in talks for a while, you know what I'm saying?
Couple of months.
Yeah, man, it's been for real. So, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my man, FG Twitch in the building, yo. Yo, what's good, man? How you feeling?
I'm good. I feel good. I'm blessed.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, when I first heard your music, I was like, okay, he's on that sing rapping style. Okay, that's cool. Because that's the wave right now, man.
Right.
Like, what do you feel about that, like, sing rapping wave? Because some people critique it and they're like, oh, this isn't, like, rapping. Like, what would you say to someone that, like, has a problem with that style?
Bro, everybody doing it. It's like the Gunna, Lil Baby. Like,
yeah.
You feel me? It's what's hot right now.
Even J. Cole, when he was on
Middle Child, yeah.
he did the same
He
style.
put that melody, like, the melodies right now is going crazy. Like,
yeah, man, you gotta have melody as a rapper nowadays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have melody as a rapper, good luck.
Yeah.
Like, not too many artists out here can get by without using melody.
It's what catches, like, the ear. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, it's a literal science to it. Like, I hate to do this, but there's a jingle out there that everyone knows, the car for kids.
Car for kids. Oh, the song?
Yeah, like the 1877
car for
like,
kids.
And like, you don't want to know that,
but you know about
it's
heart.
a jingle because it should get stuck in your head. It's a melody, you know what I'm saying? And that right there just lets you know how shit can just get stuck in your brain. So,
Fact.
Melody, man, that's just taking over hip hop, and I think we're gonna get to a point in rap where
there's no rap.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like there's just no melody being used. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's just how like the time is. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just what we're going to now.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, there's nothing wrong with it at all, man. I just feel there's so many, hip hop heads out here who just think that, rap's going this way. Rap ain't the same like it used to be. It's like, why don't older people understand that when you get old, you hate on the new shit? Like, I don't understand how people, they're not self-aware like that. You know what I mean? They just don't get it. But let me not get too crazy on that, man. Shit on the old heads, man, because I've done it enough on this platform where I just shit on old heads, because they're stuck in their ways. But but let's get back to you, man. Where did you get the name FG Twitch? Because when I hear that name, I don't know why, but I'm thinking you fuck with video games.
Nah, what's FG in the video game?
Well, just Twitch.
Like, Twitch.
I don't know. That's like the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, maybe it has something to do with that. Like, I don't know. But what does that name mean?
All right, so when I was like, I'm 19 now. So you feel me? I got the name Twitch. Everybody been calling me Twitch since I was like 13. But people want to make up stories because I'm already like, I'm a goofy character.
Yeah,
but people want to make up stories saying like other stuff, but the real reason how I got Twitch was I was in 8th grade and I was acting a fool, just dancing, just twitching. So that's simple. It was how I got Twitch. Everybody called me Twitch since then.
Hell yeah, man.
Then, you feel me? I didn't like it at first, but like a nickname is kind of cool when like I don't know like.
Yeah, and then you didn't come up with it.
Yeah, I didn't come up with it. That's what makes it cooler to me.
People were just like, yo, he's Twitch. Like it just stuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
And
so
I like it.
Yeah, so you just roll with it. What about the FG part?
Feel me? Once I started making music like last year, I just was like, yo, I need like a little, like I don't know, a little something. So like, I just wanted like a little, not a little group, but it was like a little something called Famous Gang.
Oh,
so
okay,
like,
Famous Gang.
Yeah,
okay.
Not no real gang, but you know.
Yeah, I know
like,
what you mean. Yeah, it's just the squad.
So FG, like FG Twitch, I thought it was smooth.
Yeah, man, no, that's a very smooth name, man. What do you think about like there's a lot of artists with like the acronym before like the name, you know, like you see like the YBN and like
NBA Youngboy.
Yeah, NBA Youngboy. I forget Lucci.
YFN.
Yeah, YFN Lucci. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on right now, man. So I think like it's pretty cool. Like
we all got the something.
Yeah, there's a something like rap names nowadays. It's like kind of like that, or people are just going with their name. You know, like you know, Jordan Lucas, Kendrick Lamar. You know, people are just rocking a name. You know what I'm saying? So we're definitely starting to see that because you look at it this way, like in the '90s, like everybody was MC this and and they were like.
Facts.
And they were like, the names were, more crazier back then too, like Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, like mad long.
Yeah, mad long, or just something so like, just intense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's another thing we're starting to see with rap changing too. So I just think that's something really fascinating. Just to see just rap just changing in front of us. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I like it too.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like I might not have fit into rap like the way it was before.
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's fine, man, because your sound now is killing it, you know what I mean? Like, I like what I've heard from you so far, man.
Thank you, bro.
Like, for real. So, like, you just got to stick with that, man. Don't be trying to do that, other sound just to be like, oh, I can do everything. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, when you try to do everything, you almost don't appeal to anyone.
Yeah.
And, like, artists who are versatile, it's amazing that they can do it because it's like for instance, like you see Future, man, like
okay,
he has his sound, and people are like, oh, he just makes the same song all the time. They say about Blueface, he makes the same song all the time. Well, that's what they're supposed to do, essentially. Like, it's really difficult for an artist to be versatile, even if they can be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I feel you on that.
Like Kid Cudi when he tried to do rock. People fucking were like,
he did that?
Yeah. Kid Cudi, like, he was like doing rock with I think it was what was it? It was Wizard. Yeah, Wizard. Okay. Yeah. So like stuff like that, it's not easy for people to switch it up. Like if I'm like for instance with me, I've been a rapper for a while, and I'm starting to get more into the R&B side of things. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna take a bit for people.
On the melodies too.
Oh, dude, I trust me. It took a lot for me to be like, all right, time to start using some melodies on it. You know what I mean? Because at first I was like, no, I'm a rapper. Like, I don't need melody, man. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized it's like, yo, like, this is where rap's going to. So therefore, let me just step into the melody, man. And
you can do it too.
Yeah, so that's, it is what it is, man. But, speaking of, everything that we've heard and what's out there, obviously the sound that you have, we didn't invent it. Someone else has been, revolutionizing and stuff like that. So I want to ask you, what are some inspirations that you have? What makes you do the sound that you do? Who are some of the artists?
All right. So
list it down. Break it down.
My favorite artist is like, you feel me, has nothing to do with why I make music. My favorite artist is Famous Dex. I just listen to him.
Famous Dex is dope.
Yeah, you feel me? I listen to him for like the fun. He get me lit. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
But like,
man,
the reason why I want to start making music, start doing all this is because Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap is like, that's my dude. Like Fetty Wap. Like, I never seen nobody like I don't know, I don't want to compare him to T-Pain, but like he could sing, he could rap. Like, it was just crazy when he came out. Like, that was Fetty Wap, my dude. Like, that's what got me.
Don't ever, people should never discredit Fetty Wap, because when you look at what he did in 2015,
yeah, the hottest, that was crazy.
Like, he had mad hits, bro.
That was crazy.
And to this day, people are gonna be bumping.
Yeah, they
Fetty
know all
Wap
the
hits,
words.
man. I know, damn, she's fun.
Wonder when
Like everybody gonna be bumping
Facts,
that shit, bro.
bro.
Like that is not going anywhere. And like when you can make music that stands the test of time, whether it's one song, two songs, or three, you're set, bro. Like I don't think anyone can take anything away from Fetty Wap.
Facts. No
Like,
matter if he fell off, bro, he's
always
you.
he's always gonna have some sort of presence. You know what I mean? And so that's something that I've always credited Fetty Wap towards, man. And like he's definitely someone I pay attention to, and he has, he's unique as hell, man. Baby. Like,
yeah, bro,
like,
I love that.
Like he puts his own.
That's the signature, bro.
Yeah, it's a signature. You know what I'm saying? And he's able to do that. Like so many artists, they get picked on for sounding like somebody, and like as great as Gunna is, he's always gonna be compared to Young Thug.
Yeah,
same with Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like
Lil Kid too.
Yeah, Lil Kid. Like these are artists who they're not gonna be able to run away from that. And I'm not saying that makes them lesser of an artist, but I'm just saying like they're always gonna have that. And I can say the same thing for JID.
JID.
Yeah, JID.
What's a song by him?
Have you heard 151 Rum?
How it go?
Never. Never was the bigger one.
I've seen JID from somewhere.
Yeah, he signed to Dreamville. Yeah,
right, bet,
but JID, like if you check him out, because a lot of people compare him to Kendrick Lamar, because he kind of has that like nasally rap voice where he raps like that, So he sounds.
I like that though.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So he's another artist,
listen
like as great as he is, like he's always gonna have that comparison. So back to Fetty Wap, I feel like someone like him. It's really dope that like you can't compare him
to nobody,
to anybody, and so and I think that's definitely why you take notes from him, because you want to be FG Twitch. You don't want you don't want to sound like nobody.
Facts.
Yeah, you want to sound like you.
Right.
So that's definitely a good artist to take notes from, man. And it's not like you're choosing like like the biggest of big names.
Yeah, like I was real serious about it. Like,
yeah, so that's awesome to hear, man. How would you describe your sound to somebody who's never heard your music, man? Someone was like, "Yo, man, what does an FG Twitch song sound like?" What would you say to them? What adjective would you use? In your face. It's
just like you feel
grabs your attention.
It's just something where you just like. It's just like this, like I can't use a word. But it's just like
yeah.
It's just like
hell yeah.
Just some. For the
just something, it's just something you can just groove to, you know what I mean? Nah, definitely, and you have this aggressive sound to your music, but it's not aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like when I heard it, I was like, it's kind of chill, but at the same time, like I could bump this in the gym. You know what I mean? So like it's definitely one of those sounds, man.
Facts.
Have you ever thought about like making like just super aggressive music?
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried, bro. I didn't. I'm not dropping that one.
Yeah.
Bro, I tried, bro. That was it's just not me. You feel me?
No, I feel you, man. And that's. I'm glad to hear you say that, because I feel like a good amount of artists that I've heard in the past, they definitely try to do things that aren't in their comfort zone, you know what I'm saying? Or not even just that, they just do things that are out of pocket, you know what I mean? Because I think it's good as an artist to step outside your comfort zone. You don't want to get too.
You gotta try it.
Yeah, you gotta try. You gotta see, like that song you made that was kind of aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like you just had to see what it was like, and from there you can take elements of that and put it into what you're good at. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely something that's good to hear, man. Just taking risks. It ain't gonna hurt just to.
Just to give it
a little bit of a try, man. You know what I mean? Like I've made plenty of songs like where I was just like, all right, let me just see what happens. Like I wrote a breakup song recently. I ain't get
through a breakup, but you feel me? You
just
gotta go through
that. But the thing is, like, I did not, a girl did not break up with me recently. That has never happened.
Word.
But I just wanted to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly, man. I just wanted to try it out, man. So artists out there, man, just try it out. Don't be afraid to, mess up.
Word.
Yeah, take from that and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
You be writing your music or you freestyle?
I write my music, man, because I want to be calculated in every word I say. You know what I mean?
Like you don't want to be here, and here.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I could. If I wanted to, I think I could freestyle, a song in the studio, like punching it, like if
of course.
Yeah, if I punched it, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I could definitely do that, but I want to make sure the words that I write down are definitely, what I want to say.
That.
This is what I want. You know, have you ever made songs freestyling? Like just like like the whole song is a freestyle. Like, you didn't write it down before.
Not like a couple punch-in songs, but some of them I roast a little bit of it and then free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
but nothing. Not really. I'm not too much. I like to write my music.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. And you know, in this day and age, dog, like, I feel like a lot of people like, you know, like if you tell people you're a rapper and they want you to freestyle for them, it's like, bro, like. Check out my music,
yeah,
man.
bro, that's not like, come on,
like,
bro. And then I suck if I can't talk about what you're wearing. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, like, you know, like, I think that's one of the things, like, as rappers, like, you know, when we tell people we're a rapper, they're like, oh, rap for us, freestyle for us. You know what I do every time, man? I'll do two things. I'll be like, yo, yeah, one, I'll just rap them a verse I already wrote.
Right.
That way I know they're going to like it. Right. And then, you know, if they ask me if it's written, I'll be like, maybe. You know, I won't tell them. Right. You know, just to, you know, make it, you know, seem like, oh, you know, mysterious. And, or number two, I'll just be like, yo, just follow me on Instagram. Check out my music. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, you know, I'll do that more so because there's been a lot of times where I'll rap in front of a crowd of people and they're all just like, you know, there'll be like 2 or 3 people like, oh, here we go again. This guy, like, you know, because, you know.
No cap.
Yeah, you know, some people just, you know, they hate like, when it comes to just music, some people don't, like, you gotta remember, there are people out here who don't give a flying fuck about, like, music. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't care. They only like the hits. Yeah. They only like the big stuff. They only listen to
Facts. Like, they don't know. Yeah, they don't
like, dig into stuff. You know, like,
they don't know underground rap or something.
Yeah, they don't care at all. So when someone's just coming up to them and freestyling, they're just like, oh, I don't care. You know, like, shut up, you know? Because, you know, a lot of people like beats, bro. A lot of people listen to songs solely for a beat. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of where we are right now, you know, like lyricism isn't as, I don't think it's as important as it used to be, but I say that very lightly. I feel
like it's a little more appreciated now because it's not as like, you feel me, like
exactly,
it don't matter. So when you really hear it, it's like, oh, like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, like he's really saying stuff on there. And lyrical, when I say lyrical, ladies and gentlemen, I am not talking about, you know, metaphors and similes. Just you know, being lyrical is just being able to
make the song about something, not about everything.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, telling a story and, you know, in a chronological sense where you can follow along and not be like, what the fuck's this dude talking about? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's just, you know, one of the things I feel like, and you know, in this day and age, you know, people definitely, you know, there's a bit of a misunderstanding, you know. And that, you know, this is a good segue for this question I gotta ask you. So, you know, we got lyrical rap. You know, that's never gonna go anywhere because people are gonna like that. But then there's mumble rap. You know what I'm saying, man?
Word.
Yeah. And I don't know how I feel about that term, man. I don't know. What do you feel about the term mumble rap?
I feel that for the people that made it doing the mumble rap, I would do it too. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't even, like, I see why people don't like it, but it's like, if you was them, you would continue to do it. Like, let's say Playboy Cardi. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He bought his mama house doing, like, that's what he said. So it's like, what is he gonna change for if this getting the mills, like M's?
Exactly.
Like, why not?
Yeah, he's making the money off of it. You know what I'm saying? So like, why are you discrediting it? But my problem with mumble rap is the term itself, mumble rap. It's not just endearing. It's not like, it's not cool sounding. Like, oh, I'm a mumble rapper.
Yeah, I don't even think people do that though. People like claim they're like, you know what I'm saying?
People
rapper, call them it, but they don't be like, I am.
Yeah, I mean, I know like Belly had something where he called himself a mumble rapper, and like, I don't know if you've heard any of Belly's stuff.
Belly.
Yeah, he signed to The Weeknd.
The Weeknd.
Yeah,
he's a rapper.
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Little mumble rapper.
But he's not really though.
Oh, but he calls himself that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, we're using the term mumble rappers for rappers who aren't mumble rappers. And then that's my other thing too. It's like, who is a mumble rapper? Yeah. Or is it just Future and Young Thug and Playboy Cardi? Is it just 3 rappers?
Yeah, like that's
like,
what I'm...
You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets complicated.
See, I don't even want to throw, like, see, sometimes, like, all right, let's forget Cardi because I'll give him that. But
yeah.
Young Thug be talking that shit sometimes. Like, Future be talking like he be putting that shit in.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Like, there's all those memes with Future where he's like, you know, people like, they're dancing to Future's music, but he's literally like being like, yo, I'm sad about this shit. I'm sad about that. And people just dancing to it.
Yeah, like he's really talking about something though sometimes.
He is though, and that's the thing. Like I just hate that term, man, because I think people just like, oh, I don't understand what he says. You don't understand what he says. Like, other people do. Like, I can understand a lot of the stuff that is categorized as mumble rap. And obviously, some artists enunciate better than others. But I've heard some songs, man, and like where artists don't enunciate as well. And sometimes it just sounds better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, what do you want? Yeah, I feel you, though.
Yeah, it just has like a certain swag to it. It sounds like, when you mumble rap, it almost sounds like, you're just chilling, I'm up in the building, I'm getting the millions. It just it just sounds, you just sound like you just.
Like, I'm up in the building, I'm getting, like, why
I'm up in the building, I'm getting,
it's not the same, especially with the beat, you just want to, like, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you just want to be smooth on it, you know what I'm saying? So, I think that's, like, one of the other things that I just don't understand why people just have such a problem with it. I'm like, yo, it's a style, you know what I'm saying? Like, like 21 Savage, I think. I don't know if people call him a mumble rapper.
See, I feel like if you heard his last album, bro, like he really be talking
killed
about
it.
Yeah, bro.
Like and like I understand 21 Savage a lot better than the other rappers that people classify as mumble rap.
He's a pretty good rapper. I like him.
Yeah, 21 Savage is dope, and he's getting better. Like I really think like his last project, I Am Greater Than I Was, like that was
a good project,
that was a
right?
Step up from the last stuff he's been doing, and like its album was cool. Like that was I thought that was good, but I wasn't like that impressed by it. But then that next album he dropped, I was like, yo.
Okay.
Like 21 Savage is really out here. You know what I mean? So
for sure.
I really like what he's doing now, man. But just I'll wrap it up like this. Let's get rid of the term mumble rap.
All right.
I
think so too.
Let's just dead the term mumble rap. It doesn't sound positive. It doesn't sound like a compliment. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't know who's really calling themselves that. You're right.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Like, like if it's just, let's just stop it, man. No, I don't want to knock that over. No more the term mumble rap, ladies and gentlemen. We halfway into 2019. We about to head into a new decade. Let's switch it up. Let's find another term we can use. I don't know what term we can use. We could call it like, I don't know, smooth rap. I don't know, like,
because it is smooth.
Yeah,
it's
smooth rap. I don't know. Call it smooth rap. Call it something that makes it sound like you can be proud of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a smooth rapper. Because there's lyrical rap. Like you telling me lyrical rap, mumble rap. Like, I don't know.
That sounds good and bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like good and bad. I don't know. It's not that black and white. You know what I mean?
For sure.
But yeah, man. Do you think that it's a problem that there are more and more people trying to be rappers out here, man? Because right now there is just so many people making music, and a lot of people on the outside of this are looking at it like, oh, my friend just started putting out music and all this stuff. And what do you think of all that, man?
I don't see no problem with it, but I just feel like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. There are friends that don't make the music that, you feel me? All right, say I'm a new rapper and I'm like, I'm rapping. If my music's just not what you think it could be, just tell me so I can either improve or maybe that's just not me. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
They just some people just gotta realize that you just gotta either get better or it's just not you. Like, you feel me? There's a lot of stuff to do. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I feel like, the other thing is, like, with what you were just saying is, there's a lot of artists who make music and no one around them is telling them.
Yeah, they're like, that's fine.
Good.
Like, bro, just keep it a buck. Like, that's your homie. Like, tell him that.
Tell me if my shit's whack or not.
Facts, bro.
Please. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, because as artists, when we make music, we can think we make the dopest shit ever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because we're biased to ourselves.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so, we need people out here telling us like it is, man. Like, but, in the words of Tech 9, man, he says, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. You know what I'm saying? And artists, we're
like you
we're
say,
sensitive,
you like
bro.
I know what you mean.
We're sensitive, bro. Like, when it comes to people critiquing our stuff, like, people want to we want to pretend like we can take some constructive criticism, but
and then we be a little,
and then sometimes we be a little salty about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, like, Like I've had people tell me like, man, I don't know like that
about that one, right?
Yeah,
I feel you.
like wow, that chorus, man. I don't know how I feel about that chorus. I'm just like, I'll be like, yeah, okay, but in my head I'm like, you wrong.
That shit
you
was
wrong.
Fire,
that shit fire. Yeah, so
no cap.
yeah, so sometimes I definitely, I'll get trapped in that, sort of thing, man. Did when you started making music, did you have anyone like telling did you ever hear around like, Twitch is making music, guys? Like, did that ever happen? Were there haters? Probably.
Well, I don't think it was like that. It was just like, I don't know. Nah,
yeah.
I don't think so. Nah.
That's good to hear, man. That's good. That's good. Cause I mean, I started rapping in high school, so I definitely had a lot of people are like, oh, Mir's a rapper, you know what I'm saying?
They was ready for it, or
well, some people I couldn't tell, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I couldn't tell because either people were telling me my shit was dope or no one said anything at all. Right. You know what I'm saying? There weren't people really out there who were like, oh, like, your shit's trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was
either positive or nothing.
Positive or nothing, Not too many people out here want to just go up and tell somebody like, yo, your shit's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Facts, but
it doesn't really happen.
It takes a real one to do it, though.
Yeah, man. And I think, with a lot of these artists out here, they definitely have a lot of yes men around them. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, especially, I don't even, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, you're like, I don't want to call nobody out, man. Yeah. let me hold back on that.
Keep the positives.
Yeah, keep the positive vibes going, man. Yeah,
that's what my song's about. Let's just say that.
Exactly, man. Yeah, you definitely got positive vibes all around your music, man. That's one of the things that I really liked about. It's like this is uplifting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it keeps you rolling. And all the artists who make music that's sad, like, do that too. Just make music from where your heart is. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are somebody who has gone through some traumatic shit, talk about that traumatic shit. Don't be afraid to not sound like, oh, I'm balling, I'm don't worry about that. Just talk about who you are and just put it out there. Like, don't be afraid of, being vulnerable.
Yeah, that's, bro. I like music that's about what's going on with you. Like, some real music, what's going on.
Oh, yeah, man. and I always say this on this platform, man. Like, when you are, like, being yourself on a song, people will know.
Facts.
Like, they're going to be able to listen to it and be like, oh, like, he's really speaking from the heart. Like, you can just tell in the delivery. And you
can tell when they're chatting, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just hear that stuff. Speaking of which, Chattin. Let's talk about that, man.
Facts.
What's that song to you about? What's that song? What's the message in that one, man?
People just be like you said, people just be starting rapping and just lying. Like, why are you like, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, they just be like, why? Like, just like, it's okay to exaggerate, because I made a song called Foreign. I don't have no foreign car, but you feel me? They just lying about, everybody want to be like, oh, I'm this killer, I'm this, like.
Yeah, especially people want to definitely portray that they kill people and they selling and
like, stop chatting.
Like they bang multiple girls all the time and stuff like that. It's like, bro, you ain't had a girl in a year, bro. Like, stop lying. Like, you don't have to do that. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like it's just so many rappers out here just acting like they be banging a new girl every day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
bro, they be lying.
They be lying. They be chatting. You know what I'm saying, man? It's just,
especially bro, I'm telling you, they be in that booth, bro. They be chatting in the booth, bro. For real.
It's just ridiculous, man. Like, I never understood like the lying, but I'll take that back. Cause I understand where these artists are coming from. They hear their favorite rappers.
Because that's all,
and they do that. That's what they do. But it's like, they actually
did that. Most of them.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, some rappers definitely come from a life where they were gang affiliated.
Yes,
they were
selling drugs.
In certain situations.
How to rob people. How to do this. How to do that.
Exactly. But
I didn't do that, so I don't have, you feel me? Like,
exactly.
I listen to all of them, bro. I didn't do that, so I made a song about, you feel me? Like, why can't, you know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly. Like, you can just be able to cut out your own path. Like, look at Tyler, the Creator, man. Like,
yeah, bro.
he is in his own world, bro, because he has stuck to who he is. He has not conformed to nothing.
Facts.
Like, he is stuck in his own lane. And you can look, like, you can see the power of keeping it real when you look at his last album, Igor.
Okay,
and
you liked it?
I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. You know, like, I wasn't like, you know, some people are saying it was the album of the year so far. And I'm
it
like,
was just a cool album.
But I thought it was a really cool album. Very Pharrell inspired, you know, like, you know, Tyler Creator has always had that influence of Pharrell.
Isn't that like his mentor? He looks up to him or something?
Yeah, definitely. You know, they definitely are in, they definitely talk to each other a lot. You know, they definitely like, you know, together a lot. But, you know, like, you know, you look at, you know, when he was competing with DJ Khaled.
Okay.
Like DJ Khaled's doing like, you know, he's doing his style, but DJ Khaled doesn't have that, like, trust in the people like Tyler Creator does. Like, people really fuck with Tyler Creator. Like,
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no one's really like, I don't feel that people are like, oh, like, I love DJ Khaled. Like, oh,
yeah,
like,
like,
you know,
nobody says that.
Like, I don't think anyone really says that. You know what I'm saying?
They love who DJ Khaled brings on this song, and
exactly.
they like this, you feel me? Nobody's like, what?
Yeah, man. And, you know, back to, you know, you were saying, you know, just like being yourself, like, there's so many artists that have shown you don't have to pretend to be gangster. You don't have to pretend to be a robber or be violent. Like Big Sean does not pretend to be, is not gangster.
Yeah.
J. Cole is not gangster.
Yeah, they be great music.
Childish Gambino, Wiz Khalifa, Logic. Like,
great music.
These are Drake. These are titans in the game, bro. Like,
sometimes Drake be talking crazy.
Sometimes Drake be talking. Oh yeah, Drake. Well, see, Drake is a unique figure because he's been able to just literally do whatever he wants to do.
But he's fire though, so.
But that's the thing. He's so talented, and he's to be able to do it all, you have to be in the game for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like if Kanye went from late college dropout to Yeezus, you know what I'm saying? It would be weird, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But he, because of all the stuff he put out before Yeezus,
like,
he earned that right to give you something just so different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, like,
I definitely feel you.
But like, you look at a guy, but that's not every artist. You know what I mean? Like XXXTentacion.
I like them.
He was doing everything. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're definitely right. He kind of just started, so
exactly.
Like,
and he was just getting into. You know, he went from a song like "Look at Me" to a song like "Sad."
Yeah,
like what?
And they're both good. Like,
and they're both really good songs. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like that's one of those things that, you know, it doesn't apply to everyone. But if you're trying to, you know, do everything like Drake, you know, where you're singing Spanish with, you know, with Bad Bunny, and then you're doing, you know, grime with gigs, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to earn that right, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can't just, you know, throw it on people, you know what I mean? But that's just one of those things I've noticed, man. I want to ask you about A$AP Rocky. He popped in my brain.
Okay.
You know, like, you know, he's an artist that's authentic. You
you talking about his music or about what happened to him?
Just the stuff in Sweden. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about all that, man?
Feel me? I don't wish jail upon nobody. So of course free him. But you saw
Flacco,
that thing he said though.
No.
It was something about, like, I don't even remember when this was, but I kept seeing it on Instagram and Twitter. It was It was just like he said something like,
he's like, I live in like this area, like
so this shit don't happen to me, or I don't have to, like, you know what I'm talking about?
I saw it. Now that you mention it. And you know, what I feel about that is it's like,
what are people saying that to him right now? He's just in jail. Like, he's like, fuck. Like,
yeah, it's like, yo, like, forget about that, man. Like, forget
about, all right.
You know, like, in my opinion, it's like, yo, like, he's in his situation now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just like, you know, free Flacco, and
free
like,
him for sure.
You know what I mean?
And
like,
he's in another country, which seems like, I don't know if it's worse there or better, but
yeah,
still,
exactly, yeah. Well, actually, now that you mentioned it, I actually remember seeing someone post, like, because they were saying he was in like inhumane like conditions in Sweden, but then there was other reports showing prisons in Sweden. And they look like college dorm rooms, bro.
Oh, so they're like,
yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but it's not that bad.
Yeah,
like,
it's not like, you know, shitty conditions, but like, you know, when I think about the whole situation overall, it's just like, you know,
I feel like he shouldn't even go to jail for what he did.
That's like, how it's ridiculous. Like, they should have let him out already. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, I always tell it to people, man, like the rules of law. It's not. Not every country runs their shit like America does. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You don't want to get arrested anywhere, but when you're traveling across the world, man, play it safe. You know
guess
what
you
I mean?
are right. He don't know the Sweden laws probably.
Exactly. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, like the guy, like did you see the video? Like,
of him fighting?
Yeah. The dude was up in his grill, man.
Like that's what I'm trying to.
You know what I mean?
Who knows? The Sweden law, maybe they just, I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
like people were up in his grill, man. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it, like he retaliated, and it's like, can you blame him? You know what I mean? Like
human reaction.
Yeah, like he was. I look at it, as he was defending himself, but this is he's in Sweden. It's not America, so shit's different over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just very, very unfortunate, man. It's just like him being in jail makes me think of all these, a lot of rappers who've just, been in jail and dealing with jail.
Bro, this past few months has been crazy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of artists dealing with like, jail time and stuff. Like I know Lil Durk got in a little situation.
Facts.
YMW Melly, but that's
I don't. Man.
What, you like his music?
Yeah, that's my dude.
Yo, look. I have talked about on this. Look, I mentioned XXXTentacion, and I'm not afraid to admit that I thought his music was great.
Yeah.
Because trust me, I am well aware of all them allegations that he had.
Hitting women or something.
Yeah, he had some nasty allegations, and look, that's some terrible shit, and he did some terrible things, and I will always say that. But I'm able to.
You like his music, bro?
Yes, I'm able to separate the art from the artist, and I can still, and I can't do that with every artist. I'll be real with you.
Okay.
I can't do that with every artist because, like, if someone plays R. Kelly,
right.
I'm going to be like,
now,
what I mean?
all right, now I like 2019. Yeah, but let's say like 3 years ago, we heard all the same. You feel me? Like 3 years ago, I feel like everybody would have still bump and grind.
Oh
quick.
yeah,
like,
no, definitely. It wasn't until that documentary came out. Yeah, that came out Lifetime. Just shook up everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a little different now. They won't be playing that at the weddings.
Nah. Well, I don't know, man.
Maybe,
because like you gotta think like the power of music is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at Michael Jackson, man. Like.
Yeah.
Like he has his, dark shit.
I had the same birthday as him. He's the GOAT.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. When's that?
August 29th.
August 20. Okay, August 29th. Yeah. Right. Okay. I knew he had a summer birthday. So
right.
Yeah, man. But like nothing's ever gonna stop me from saying that Michael Jackson made great music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can't like act like these people did not make great art, but them as a person.
Not the greatest person.
Yeah,
probably.
then we can start critiquing that. Cool. Then we can start saying some shit. You know what I mean?
Cool.
But that's just one of those things. And back to YMW Melly, like he was about to do something. He was about to do something.
You got the Kanye feature. That was
going
up, bro.
Yeah. He was about to do something special. And it's crazy because like a song like Murder on My Mind, it's like. When I remember hearing, I was like, "Damn, this song! Like, I feel this shit. Like, it's like he's really like. It sounds like he's really,
But he really like, about what the song's really about though.
Nah, not
like,
really.
When he was younger, I might some parts might be wrong. So sorry.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it.
You feel me?
Just
but
let it go.
When he
let
was
it
younger, he had like a gun, and this is when he was like a kid. He accidentally shot his friend and died. So that's what it's like really about.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So like he really killed his friend, but it was an accident when he was like a kid.
God damn.
Yeah, that's what it's about. And then the other song, Mind on Murder, is about. Feel me? That's just crazy, right?
Damn, man. Yeah, I had no idea. Well, that makes sense because he's like, I didn't even mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now I think about it because a lot of people thought that song was about his two friends that he allegedly murdered. So people thought that was what it was about. You know
I would assume that. Who wouldn't assume that?
Exactly. Like you're just gonna think that off the top of your head. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, man. I just thought that he definitely had something going for him. You know what I mean? But I think in the situation I haven't kept up with anything with him and how his situation is.
After we could talk, bro, his Instagram, he just posts some crazy shit. Like,
really?
He might be free, bro.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he got off. Because, like, these are allegations, you know what I'm saying?
You never even know, right?
He might have not done it. He really might have not done it, you know what I'm saying?
Lil Durk might have not done that. Like, NBA YoungBoy might not. Like, you never know. We just see what we see on Instagram on our Explore page, and we just assume. Like,
exactly, man.
None of us are there.
And the words of Charlamagne the God, man, like, no one cares about the truth when the lie's more entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, we look at these situations with, like YMW Melly, like, we want to believe the crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? But, like, at the end of the day, like, we don't necessarily, know what happened. But, there was some,
I feel what you're trying to
you look into it, there might have been some crazy shit. But, but yeah, man, like, it's just, it's crazy, all these artists, getting in jail. But, what I will say is, free Flacco, like, in his situation, we know for a fact
that he should not be in jail.
He should not have any part with any jail time whatsoever. Like, just forget about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just very annoying. A$AP Rocky is definitely one of the the big names out here. You know what I mean? Yeah,
For sure.
Him and
he need to just drop more music.
Huh?
I wish he'd drop a little more music.
Yeah, no, definitely. But, like, there's some artists, who take their time with making music.
Right.
And then
nothing wrong with it.
Nah, every artist works at their own pace,
Right.
You got a guy like Kendrick Lamar who, you gonna wait on Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? But then you got a dude like Gucci Mane who just dropped an album, and he about to drop another album 2 months from now, you know what I'm saying? What do you think about that work ethic? Like, rappers who can just
drop.
Yeah, drop. Like,
all right,
what do you think about that?
That's what I'm gonna tell you about Famous Dex.
Yeah.
Listen, I know Famous Dex is not the best rapper out or whatever, but 2016, 2017, he had the most YouTube videos by any rapper. Like, you feel me? It was just like he dropped like 52 videos. There's 52 weeks in a year. Damn. Every week he dropping video, consistent. That's what got him on. Like,
shit. Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so the consistency thing, like, that's why. That's the big thing. Like, Gucci Mane, who knows? Maybe if he didn't drop as many songs, as many albums, as many mixtapes as he did, he might not be Gucci Mane the way we know him.
Exactly, man.
You feel me? Maybe if Kendrick drop, we might not appreciate his music as much. So it just depends on the artist.
It definitely depends on artists. Not every artist can just throw you a song a week or throw you 5 albums in a year, like, and some artists, like, not every artist can, wait 2 years to give you
a big project.
Yeah, to drop a big project. Every artist has to move at their own pace and figure out, how patient their fan base can be.
Like YBN Namir. Imagine if he didn't drop music for 2 years. We'd be like, what? Like, we'd be like, what the fuck? Like,
we'd be like, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, no.
Like, it's not the same as him and Kendrick. Like,
and you gotta earn that too. Like, like, obviously, like, Gucci Mane could go away for a bit and come back because, like, he's proven himself. But Gucci Mane's gonna keep pushing.
He
you know
don't
what
care.
I'm saying? Yeah, that's just how he rolls.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a music making machine. And what I will say about that though is, like, artists who can't make that much music all the time, it's not a bad thing. I think artists feel like, oh, like, I've only written 2 songs this month. Why can't I, come up with 10 songs this month? You know what I'm saying? Like, like, I think a lot of artists get caught up in that. And, like, starting off, you just want, I think it's really, important to have quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Like, in my opinion,
Agreed.
But sometimes, making as many songs as possible and just throwing, seeing what sticks is not bad either. You know what I'm saying? But, when you're just coming out, you want to make that good first impression. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dropped a song recently, my first song, R&B,
Wave.
everything. Yeah, Wave,
Word.
I just dropped that, and I'm waiting. Like, y'all eat that. Y'all take that up. Like, y'all want something new, don't worry. We gonna come at you. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, don't worry. The EP gonna come out soon. All right. I'm sorry for the delay on that. It's gonna come out. All right. But never mind. We digress.
Right, me
but,
too.
Yeah. You got
too.
What you got next that you working on, man? You got EP in the works? Mixtape, album?
Nah, I don't even know about. I just honestly, like, you feel me? How you say you had a little situation going on. So I just been taking my time off, but now I'm back good. So I want to drop some music not this month, but like in August. So you feel me? Leading up to my birthday, I'm gonna just drop some singles, drop some songs.
Definitely, man, definitely. And the thing about, like, the time we're in right now, this is the summertime, man.
Yeah.
This is when, like, this is definitely when you want to put out that music. You know what I mean? This is definitely like a pivotal time to get those songs out there. At least that's what they say. I mean, like, at the end of the day,
if you drop in October, bro, if it's a good song,
if it's a good song and you marketed it correctly and you getting it out there to the ears that you wanna, you're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Like everything gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's, one of the things that people gotta realize, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta, when you put out a song, like regardless of when you do it, just market it correctly. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of artists don't market right. They just put shit out there and expect
just hope,
it. Just hope shit happens. You know what I'm saying? Like don't spam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you just do what you gotta do the right way.
Yeah,
like,
hit up the right people. Like just hit up the right people. Be like, yo, post this on your story for me, or like
that's all it takes.
Yeah, just don't hit up people that like don't just hit up someone out of nowhere and be like, new song, check it out.
Yeah, all right, that's reasonable.
Don't do that. You gotta, at least like make some conversation.
And then there's some people that be waiting on it, so they be like, you feel me?
Exactly.
Like they be like, yo, when you dropping, so hit them people up.
Exactly. What's the thing I've seen like a lot of artists do that's actually been a good idea is that they will make like I don't know what app they use, I don't know where they do it, but they will make somewhere. They'll make something exclusive where like the people that truly fuck with their music, they'll send them early music, or
I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, that's one thing I was brought to my attention from like a couple of artists that I've just been talking to. They'll do stuff like that. They will cater to the people that truly like are waiting on it. Not the people that are just like, oh, like I kind of like your stuff and I'll check it out. When I can. I'm talking about the people like you drop a song. And they gonna listen to it as soon as you announce it. They gonna like it
before they even hear the first 5 seconds.
Exactly.
Fuck with
so you definitely want to cater to those people, man. You know what I mean? So appeal to the people that really mess with you. Don't waste your time on people hating on you. You know what I'm saying? Like Yeah. But they paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta realize like us as artists, man. Like people are watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people are watching. You know what I mean? So you gotta be able to move the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
It's definitely very important, man. So I want to ask you, man, because we're getting close on time.
Bet.
How long have you been rapping? By the way, how long have you been putting out music?
A year.
A year. Yeah. Okay. So you kind of fresh in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. I made my first song like July, like last July.
Hell yeah, man.
Like July 4th, like a year, basically like a year in a week.
Damn, yeah. So you technically like, still new in this, learning stuff, man. And artists who, people out there who want to put out music and are afraid to. What's some advice you could give them to break through the ice and get the ball rolling?
Just go in the stew and go ahead and make that song. Send before you post it, of course. Send it out to your people. Like. Be like, yo, like what you really think of it. Send it to the people is not gonna lie to you, and then like be real with yourself. Like I know I made songs that I'm like, nah, like this is just not it. You know what I mean? So you got to be real with yourself. Like just go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
Why not do it? But if the feedback you get is not what you want, either make the change or figure out what you're gonna do, or just work harder.
Switch up the game plan, man. Yeah, and you gotta be able to listen to like what the people are telling you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
Like just take everything that everyone's giving you and put it into how you think you can deliver.
Yeah.
You don't gotta listen to everything that people tell you.
Yeah.
But
a little intake.
Yeah, just a little intake, man. That's really all that's all about, man. Just making sure you can elevate, step it up. You always want to get better each time, man. That's the way you want to go, ladies and gentlemen. All right.
Especially when you're just starting. Especially when
you just starting, man, because them first impressions mean something. You know what I mean? So that's definitely very important, man. But FG Twitch in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Word.
I want to thank you for being on this platform, dog.
Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
We finally made it happen.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Finally got it popping. You know
my first
I mean,
interview,
man?
bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Word.
Well, most most artists I have on their first interview, man. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So I'm glad to give you this opportunity, man.
For sure.
Glad to have you on. Finally made this happen. Because I mess with your music.
Word.
I want people to know who FG Twitch is, man. I'm trying to
Word.
get the word out there. You know what I mean?
Good look.
And after this, man,
we could top it
my
up.
listeners will definitely check your shit out. You know what I mean?
Can I say something real quick?
Plug your shit, man.
Yo,
plug your shit.
Yo. So Instagram 617 Twitch, SoundCloud 617 Twitch, Twitter is Montez_Lacombe. I'll switch that soon.
Yeah.
Yo, everybody just follow me. Feel me? Links in bio. Yo, follow me. have me. Hit me up. Let's make music. Let's work.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
all
You know
that,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Everything, yo. Yo, thank you, man, for
Word.
being on once again. Like I said that multiple times, but I gotta say it one more
Word.
time.
Thank
know
you,
what I
bro.
mean?
Appreciate you for
sure,
having
man,
me, bro.
For sure. Now let me outro this bitch out.
Let's
You
get
know
it.
what I'm saying?
Let's
All
get
right, here's episode 34, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to PRX Podcast Garage for hooking it up with them high quality sounds, man. It's good to be back here, dog. Although this room gets pretty hot, though, it's all good, though. I mean, it's a very nice setting, but you know, we'll work with it. You know, I'm getting used to it, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.